All right, today we're gonna put together this, what is it called? I think Backyard Discovery all two-seater person indoor infrared sauna. So we're gonna go ahead and install this in my garage. I started taking the pieces out. I'm just gonna pretty much line it up in this area. So it's gonna go here. This is the floor part, so I just put the floor down, and I think that's the seat. These are the side walls. So I'm just emptying out each box and just placing the parts and trying to organize it before we start installing it. So let's go. First part of the instructions is that floor panel. So we want to have it like this. And then it looks like the second part is going to be the back wall panel. So we're going to go ahead and grab this second part and let's do that. So the next steps is you just place the back wall and then also the side wall on there. And then from there, the instructions is going to tell you to grab a washer and a bolt and just bolt this back side. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so we got the back wall and both sides walls in. As you see, bolt and washers in there. So the instructions said to just hand tighten it. So we just did that. And now we're going to go ahead and figure out what the next steps is, which it looks like we're going to be, I believe, just nailing the bottom parts in. So after we did this, we're gonna just be screwing in the bottom parts. So we're gonna screw in that corner, the back, and that corner. So let's get the next step. You put in the seat support panel, which is this piece right here. It goes in at an angle. So you'll put this side in first, and then it'll just hit on there. Then you'll take this, which is the actual seat. So as you can see, you'll sit the seat on top, and then you'll just screw those in. So let's go ahead and get that next step. We're gonna go ahead and put the front door panel on and put the washer and bolts on each side. So this is how we're looking right here. Just gotta finish putting the bolts in and washers, and then we should be good. All right, next part, we're gonna put the handles on. It says that we're gonna make sure that we put the darker handle on the outside and the lighter in the inside. So you see you got the darker, and then you have lighter ones. So the light part will go on the inside of the sauna and the dark on the outside. Let's go ahead and do that. Next step, we're gonna go ahead and put the top part on for the, I guess like the roof panel. So this is it right here. It definitely says it's easier to do it with two people, but I'm out here doing it by myself, so we're gonna make it work. So at the top, once you put this panel on, you wanna plug all of the cords in. So it kind of tell you where you go. So it says skip the first one, use A, B, C, D. So you'll do that, skip the first, A, B, C, D, plug them in, and then we're gonna plug the power outlet in later once we're done with everything else. So we're gonna go to the next step, which is put the screws in each corner so we can secure the panel. Next step, you put corner beams on the back, on both sides of the back, or both corners rather. Screw those in, 1/2-inch screws, and now we get to the next part. Looks like the next part is we're gonna go ahead and put the vent on the back. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna plug in all of these pieces to hide these screws. Final step, we just put in the roof covers on, which is right here, 1 and 2. And then we're just going from there. We're gonna have the cord, the power cable come out, and it's gonna just feed through the back, and then we're just gonna plug it in. Let's get it. Here's the finished product. Got the lights on the side, so if I press that, and then if I press this button, it changes to a little red light. So I guess you get some red light therapy. Then power, here's your temperature, your timer, the heat intensity. You also got Bluetooth speakers at the top, so you can connect your phone to it, listen to your music. Not bad. Test it out and see how it go.